The school year is just about wrapped up, but education and the work to help young students succeed never stops. We're talking today about two new schools and a new program for college-bound kids. Let's go on the record.
From WPBF 25, this is On the Record with Todd McDermott.
Good morning. We begin with very good news about the Edna W. Runner Education Center, a 40-year Palm Beach County resource and tradition for at-risk students. Joining me today, Travis Conway, Executive Director of the Edna Runner Center, Maria Lloyd, Director of Education. Welcome to you both.
Thank you so much for having
We're
us.
so glad to have you here. Travis, big news is your new elementary school for
kindergarten
and first grade opening later this summer. Tell us about it.
So we came up with the ideal of opening up a micro school there at the center. So we're going to take it easy. First year we'll have kindergarten and first, and each year we'll add a grade level. But we are really focusing on making sure the kids know reading. You know, we take that very serious at the center. So we have hired Maria, who's been a great addition to our school, and she's been researching some great curriculum that we've already purchased, and we are ready to roll out. We are excited. We have already hired our teaching staff there.
Fantastic.
And I'm excited to see where this goes.
So before I get to Maria's involvement in this, which is so crucial,
Yes,
why did you decide to do this? What made you say we need to do this now?
You know, after COVID, we had seen a lot of our students who we serve, their grade levels, or excuse me, their reading level, just it wasn't meeting expectation. So, you know, we partnered with the local schools that we have, great relationship there, but we just felt like we are doing a disservice if we really don't dive in the issue there. So we want to make sure that they're on grade levels. So it was, you know what, let's do it on our own. We feel like we have a better hold on them, on the students that we currently serve and students who are going to come into the center. So, you know, let's kick it off. We can do it.
Well, let's talk about Maria now. You've had a very distinguished education career, Maria, and we'll talk more about that in a second. But what about what Edna Runner Center does attracted you? I mean, people need to know, if they don't already, what happens there, because it is very unique and very helpful to our kids.
It is, and for 40 years they've been servicing at-risk youth. The volunteers have such a great relationship with the students. What they do very well in the short amount of time after school, summer, spring break. They do a fantastic job with the students and supporting them academically and emotionally and socially.
It's interesting because I know, based on your career as an educator, these types of resources are pretty rare. I mean, it really is an unusual program that Edna Runner Center has.
Yes, it's and unique in such a fantastic way. We pull from multiple schools. The students who come there come from different places, but they're all local students that need some extra TLC and support, and they get it all at the center.
Travis mentioned reading being so important, obviously, and that's always a challenge with young students. What else do you see in the students throughout your career? Where are those gaps that need to be filled in for our young people?
Well, it's definitely getting them right at kindergarten, right at 5 years old, providing them with a very, very strong foundation in reading, getting a quality program, a quality teacher, 2 teachers actually in a classroom, and keeping the class size down.
Let's talk about class sizes real quick, because I don't know. What are we talking about here with those 2 teachers? How many kids?
We're looking hopefully 15, but we may have to stretch it a little bit. But with 2 teachers in the room, a lead teacher and an assistant, they will get all the individualized attention that they need.
I want to go to the history of the Edna W. Runner Center, Education Center, Travis, because we need to talk about the wonderful woman who started all this.
Oh, yes.
40 years ago, who happens to be your aunt.
Oh, yes, she is.
Now, we lost her, but tell me about the formation of what this was, what her vision was, and what it's become.
Yeah, so in 1986, a lot of the community members they were seeing the kids go home without any support. At that time, Limestone Creek had a big issue with drugs, and the kids were walking home from the school and they weren't being supervised. So the community members got together and said, let's start a local after-school program, which started at the Jupiter Church of God down the street from where we are now. And then in 1993, they were able to build a physical location. But one thing I will give to my aunt was she was always about making sure the children were okay. She wanted to make sure that they had Christmas gifts or church activities to go to, making sure that they had clothes, food, whatever the case that the families needed, she was there for them. So this was not just a center that she went to go to work for. She truly thought that this was ministry. This was ministry to her. It was her life's calling. So I'm pretty sure she's looking down from heaven, smiling, saying, keep going and make it happen. But I'm pretty sure we're making her smile right now.
And
Smile
she's
big.
excited about this. You know she is.
Oh, yes.
Now, this is a school focused on literacy. It's science, technology, engineering, math.
Yeah.
But there is that personal aspect of personal growth. And I'm betting that, Maria, based on your career as a school principal and educator, this is something that really attracted you to be part of this.
Absolutely. This job and opportunity allows me to connect more with the students and with the teachers in a smaller capacity. Anything on a smaller scale, we know that we can do a fantastic job with the kids and really providing that one-on-one attention and support that they need.
You know what I love about the center is when you see the kids get off the bus.
Yeah.
And they are excited
Oh, yeah.
to be there. They are thrilled to be there.
Right.
Listen, it's still school.
Yeah.
It's still learning. And they are just raring to go.
Yeah.
That's a tribute to what your aunt did and what you two are doing.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm alumni from the center, and we have a couple board members that are alumni as well. And when we all get together, we reminisce about the time that we had at the center. But one thing that we will never lose focus on is making sure that the kids feel welcome. That's important for them to have that sense of belonging wherever they go, and making sure that they feel like we care for them. That's number one. That's top for us. So when they get off the bus, get that hand sanitizer or go wash their hands, they're always smiling and telling us how their day is. But that's one thing I truly enjoyed to start off our day at the center.
It's great. I'm just about out of time. What about enrollment? Should we mention it now?
Absolutely.
Okay, what can we do?
We're still looking for some students. We're almost at full capacity for our first year, but I always say reach out to the center, 561-745-0950, or they can look on our website, ewrunnerctr.org.
Do you have that number memorized now?
Yes.
I was not going to test you on it. I knew Travis would have it. Listen, thank you both for what you do, and thank you for being here today.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Really appreciate it.
Thank
We
you.
have a lot more to come. Next, big education news for the Treasure Coast, brand new vocational and technical charter school.
All right.
On the record, we'll be right back.
You're watching On the Record on WPBF 25.
Welcome back and say hello to Carla Levitt, Executive Director for SouthTech Schools. You may know that name. Carla, SouthTech, A-rated high school. You have a middle school, doing a great job for Palm Beach County children. More about that in a moment, because you have big news for people in the Fort Pierce area, a brand new school. Tell me about it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very excited to be able to expand our offerings of SouthTech Schools into the Treasure Coast. And we'll be opening a new school this fall, serving middle school and high school students right there on US Highway 1 in
This is
Fort Pierce.
fantastic. So how did this happen, and how long was the run-up to get this going for this coming school year?
Well, it's a process, as you might imagine. I would say that for a couple of years now, at least, our board has been interested in looking for opportunities to expand and to, provide what the great things that we offer young people to more young people and students. And it just so happened that we were exploring possibilities in the Treasure Coast area, just because, as we all know, there's a lot of growth in that area, and that we thought that our offerings would provide an opportunity for the students that are moving there to have another educational opportunity.
Let's give people an idea of what SouthTech does for students, because it's unique and it's extremely important. But what do you do at SouthTech?
Yeah, we are unique. We are 100% career and technical education focused, middle and high school. And what we mean by that is we, of course, offer robust academics, but in conjunction with that, every student is in a career academy, even if they're in the 6th grade, the 7th grade, the 11th grade, and they attend those career academies every day of their school year. So it's not a sort of afterthought. It's not an elective. It's very
Not
much
part-time, in other words.
It's not part-time. It's very much what they do day in and day out at school.
So what careers are we covering here? Because I'm sure people who don't know about SouthTech are saying, I want to know more. What's available to the children?
Well, at our current school in Palm Beach County, we have 12 academies at our high school. For the Treasure Coast School, we're going to start with 6, and then we'll continue as we grow to add more. The 6 that we're going to start with there are cosmetology and barbering, culinary arts, a medical academy, business, IT and cybersecurity, and agriculture technology.
Right. Somebody's already wondering how they get their kids enrolled, or maybe there's a young person out there who wants to enroll. How do they go about that?
Yeah, the simplest thing to do is to go to our website. It's southtech.tc.org for our Fort Pierce school, and southtechschools.org for our Palm Beach schools. And at either site, they can easily find a place where they can click to apply, and that's the first step. As soon as they fill out some information, we'll be in touch with them and continue our relationship from there.
Let's circle back to the wonderful success you've had at SouthTech here in the county. You just mentioned SouthTech Preparatory Academy, Boynton Beach. In case parents and students don't know about it, you've served so many children and launched so many lives, which has got to be rewarding. But what are some of the numbers of the number of children you have, students you have, and how many people have gone through?
Well, SouthTech has been a charter school in Palm Beach County for 25 years. So we have a large number of alumni. And even before it was a charter school, it was a vocational school in the district. So we've actually been here for almost 50 years. So then a countless number of alumni. Right now we're serving about 1,700 students in grades 6 through 12 in Boynton Beach. And we're looking to start with about 450 students at the Fort Pierce School and grow up to about 850 there.
So we have the 6 areas now for the Treasure Coast, the new Treasure Coast School,
Yes.
and you plan to expand to the same, close to the same number?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. Just because we have about 1,100 high school students in Palm Beach County right now, and so as we grow closer to that number in Fort Pierce, we'll want to expand and add additional academies.
And I want to make sure people understand that while the physical academy that's in place now is in Boynton Beach, the new Treasure Coast Academy will be in Fort Pierce, but this is open to kids not just in that particular city. This is really available to lots of students.
Absolutely. Not only, we used to say that we were open to anyone in the county, but that's not really true. I mean, charter schools are available for any student in the state, really. So no, you don't have to live close to the school. We will be offering bus transportation for students in Fort Pierce. We offer bus transportation here for our schools in Palm Beach County. So it's really not a limitation. We have students that live significantly far away from our current schools that are attending with us.
I want to close with just trying to emphasize how important technical and vocational schools always have been, but now really more important than ever, I think, for the future of young lives.
Absolutely. You're right. It's always been very important, but more so now. I would say that it started after COVID, that we really started seeing a need for jobs going unfilled in the industries. And today we're seeing that's just increasing. And then when you think about the changes that we're facing in light of advancements with artificial intelligence and the fact that we don't really know what job markets are going to look like in the near future, it's important for students to have flexibility in what they are prepared to do. So our students are leaving us with a high school diploma that prepares them well to go on to college if that's what they choose to do, but they are also leaving with adult level industry credentials where they could go straight into the world of work if they want to do that. They could even work their way through college if that's what they chose to do. So that flexibility I think is critical.
Before I let you go, very quickly, can you give me a phone number or a website to go to if I want to enroll tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. The easiest thing to do is to go to southtechschools.org for the Palm Beach schools and southtech.tc.org for the school in the Treasure Coast.
TC, I figured it was Treasure Coast. Carl Levitt, thank you so much.
Thank you for having
And
us.
congratulations on everything that SouthTech does. Next, big news for the Bound for College program that helps local students. We will be right back. Joining me now, more good news for local students this summer. Donna Sauer, CEO of Bound for College, a Delray Beach-based nonprofit that prepares local students for college. Donna, before we talk about the program, let's talk about Mount Vernon College, what it does and has been doing for 15 years. You've got a great track record for students. What do you do for them?
Absolutely. So what we do is we give our students college readiness resources, because what we found is we've got amazing kids with amazing abilities. They just don't have the resources. So we hire teachers to stay after school to tutor their students, ACT, SAT. We get them prepped for all those tests. We take them on college tours. We help them with their college applications, and we help them with their scholarship applications. We have a 98% success rate for our students going to college, and almost 100 go debt-free.
That is fantastic. How many students are we talking about that you annually help, and have you ever added up how many students you've actually
Oh, we always
gone
love
through?
to do that. Right now, we have 450 students in 6 high schools.
Okay.
We're going to go another 100 once we add, we'll talk about that later, about technical college. But we probably have over 400 students have graduated college already. We have about 160 in college right now, and we just had 70 that just graduated from our 6 high schools going into college.
Can you give me the 6 high schools real quick in case people want to know?
Absolutely. Olympic Heights in West Boca, Village Academy and Atlantic High School in Delray, Boynton Beach High School, Santa Lucius in Lantana, and we just started in Forest Hill in West Palm Beach.
I want to talk about your husband for a minute. Founder of Bound for College, your husband Mark, very distinguished career as a professional baseball executive, NHL executive, and then he retires.
Right.
And what he did in retirement is really remarkable. I know that you lost him pretty recently, but what an accomplishment.
Right, 59 years old, he closes that part of his life and he says, all I want to do, the only thing I want my legacy to be, is to take care of kids. I want to see how many kids we can get to college. And 20 years after he came here to Delray Beach, that's exactly what he's doing, and I want to continue that legacy.
What made you, I know it was important to you to just continue on with this, and obviously because of your husband's contribution, but it must have been very important to you to see it grow and carry on for him.
Exactly, exactly. So I've been involved as the CFO.
I was sure you were involved.
I was always involved, and I
Yeah.
always had students. Actually, I have 6 students in college right now that I'm a mentor to. But it's just important. You cannot be around these students without having your heart open up. They're exceptional. They're wonderful. They're not needy. They're just open to whatever it is that you can give them, and they are so excited to be in this program.
Do you reflect at all on what you're able to do, though? Because we can talk numbers, but you're actually really changing lives. You're sending lives on a very positive direction, or a positive path.
Right, exactly. Yeah, these little lives that you think of. Sometimes we used to talk about, my husband had what was one light, and he took that one light, and when you look at the number of lives that he has touched with one life, this is what we can do in our lives. You know, being kind to someone, helping one student who helps the community, who helps his family, and then he turns around and comes back and starts to help the rest of Bound for College. It's just really rewarding.
We need to talk about the next school for August, Bound for College.
know.
This is a pilot program at Atlantic High, correct?
It is, absolutely.
It's 2 new programs, and it's vocational, tech vocational. Tell us about it.
I just love your guests that you previously had here, because now I really have this. We have a focus, same exact thing that you just heard. We really see that the industry, construction industry in the state of Florida, is going to lose 2 million jobs in the next 10 years. Medical is going to lose 400,000 in the next 10 years. So what we did not know is that in most of these high schools, they have these secret gems. They're called academies. And that's what Atlantic High has. So we went to the principal, who's always been very open. We've been there in 10 years now in Atlantic High, and said, what can we do? So we're listening to what they want, what they need. We're going to help the kids get certifications like OSHA certification. We're going to help with that. We're going to do tours. We're going to have guest speakers. And we've got a lot of collaborations with a lot of partnerships, like Take Stock in Children, Sweet Dream Makers. There's so many people out there, the Viner Scholarship, the George Snow Scholarship, who wants to give money to help these students so they can go to technical college, they can get their certifications for $0.
All right, I am out of time, but I want to give you a chance very quickly. Also, I'm interested in helping Bound for College. What do I do? Where do I go?
Certainly. So best thing to do is to come to our website. It's weareboundforcollege.org.
That's an easy thing to remember.
Easy thing. We are bound for college.
Yeah, Donna Sauer, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you coming in, but also all you do for
Thank
our
you.
kids.
Thank you.
On the Record, we'll be right back. thank you for making us part of your morning today. As always, we encourage you to be part of the discussion each and every Sunday. We're right here at 10 a.m. Until the next time, you can watch This Morning's On the Record and every episode on our website, WPBF.com, and on the free WPBF 25 News app. We all hope you have a wonderful Sunday. We'll see you again next week.